G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Pierre, Simple Homebrew. This is Karen and Breno. They are both beer connoisseurs. No, they're people I've known for years, and I thought I'd bring them along to try this coconut or Coco Cabana. Get their opinion on what they think it is and what they think it's like. So let's go for it, shall we?
First initial smell, I get like this coffee smell.
Oh yeah?
Which, yeah. And then when I tasted it, it was like, first initial taste was like a coffee, and then it just, yeah, and then you can taste the hops kicking in sort of thing.
Oh, the hot bitterness is unreal,
Yeah,
I think over the years I've always absolutely loved an English beer, and for those you always got to go IPAs and stuff like that, so yeah, it's got that toffee coffee, not too carbonated sort of thing going for it.
And the coconut comes through when you taste it. When you get a good sip, you can taste the coconut.
Yeah,
comes straight out.
Must be my taste buds, but straight away it was like coffee smell.
Yeah,
I taste.
I get that.
And then you get.
It's actually the coffee bitterness that coffee has as well.
Yeah.
Was that a wet hop beer or was that a dry hop, mate?
Dry hop.
Yeah, definitely.
What was it? Mosaic. It was a Coco Cabana coconut IPA by Kegland, and I just revamped it. We couldn't get all the ingredients that there was. We couldn't get all the ingredients that was meant to be for this. Basically, I had to grab my own ingredients and just throw it in and see what happened, and it worked. So I reckon it's very nice. I can get into this and drink the whole bloody thing.
You know what I'd do?
Quite tasty.
I'd put a chocolate malt in that.
Like a dark chocolate, like one of those grains there.
Yeah, chocolate malt.
Yeah, darken it a bit, make it a bit more rustic. Or
But it'll go with the coconut, you know what I mean?
You're probably right, you know. What a good idea. So the ingredients were meant to be, where's the ingredient? Here we go. The ingredients are meant to be Muntons Brewmakers IPA, which is what I used. I'll pop it up on the screen as I talk to when I'm talking.
Muntons have been making kits for years.
Yeah, but they can't get it now. They haven't been able to get it. That was the only thing they could send me.
Well, Muntons was the only yeast I used to use for years and years, and I don't know who's selling it around here locally.
Yeah, I didn't know Muntons made yeast.
Oh, it's actually a foolproof yeast. It's basically what I'd call back in the day my beginner's yeast for about 4 years there.
Oh, yeah.
And you couldn't really kill it. I mean, you can kill any yeast, but this was very, very hard to get.
So it's like a Kveic where Kveics can destroy in any temperature.
Ale yeast, all around English style ale yeast, but it was just seemed to be really hardy.
That's what you want. People, especially starting out, don't have temperature control or anything like that.
I suppose after a little bit of research, you find something that you can replace, substitute it with.
Yeah, so I substituted the Muntons Export Lager for the Aussie company. Morgan's, yes. Yeah. Morgan's Export Lager. So I did.
I don't know. I watched the video.
I made it. I don't remember. And Mosaic was pretty much 100 grams of Mosaic. I put 50 grams as a bitter. So I boiled it, bitterized it, and then poured it in. And there's a few mistakes I made. Popping in the coconut out of a sock was the worst idea I could ever have. I had so much trouble. And it clogs everything up. Yeah. I've got no floaties now, which is good.
Yeah, because I was watching you when you actually put it in.
An interesting pointer that I wanted to point out that Pierre just said, on the recipe sheet there was 2 tins of a style of beer there. Over the years I came across it myself, especially doing like a black and tan and stuff like that. You can get 2 tins if you want, and it's just already malted hops. People think it's the beer recipe in the can. It's all just ingredients in the can. You can go 2 tins and do what you want to do with them and that sort of thing. Sometimes it's a cheaper way of doing it, even if you're just starting out. Get 2 tins of, like, say, Cooper's lager or ale or whatever. Do the 2 tins together. Do not even 500 grams of dextrose, because you just need something to kick it into gear. And then you've got your beer, and you've actually taken about $15 off your budget.
Yeah, that's the one.
Heads
up to Latrobe Valley Hydroponics and Brew Store. We actually going to start using a couple of their kits, and all made up in a bag together. So we've got a Latrobe Valley Stout on at the moment. We're going to see what that's like soon.
Sounds good.
And that's why we got that nozzle, because it can actually turn it into a Guinness or any beers like into a Kilkenny, rather than going with the nitrous option. You can actually, it's just a little nozzle.
I'm going to go get a nozzle.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
He's going to go get the nozzle. It's just a little nozzle. And on the top of it, you can see where it aerates, and you will see when you pour your beer, it'll be head all the way up, and it'll just climb up the glass just like a Guinness does.
And it was only just yesterday, Kaz was kind enough just to pour me up a tiny little handle of my English style amber ale.
Impressed, very impressed with just a $10 nozzle.
And you could watch it rise like an
under
English.
$10.
Yeah.
Comes, he's got the nozzle. You have a look.
Just did tiny little pinpoint holes for it.
And then that just hooks onto your beer taps. And it pours, it's just head, and then you just watch it go up the glass.
Bit of cascading. I love that cascading
yeah.
on it.
But just like a Guinness or a Kilkenny or something. It was and the actual mouthfeel was, just like a Guinness or a...
And whoever thinks we need to go to the pub all the time just to get that effect.
No, that's awesome. I'd really like to thank you guys for coming around and having a quick chat.
No worries, thank you. Yeah. Cheers.
Really good. It's a good beer. I mean, it's rich. I've got a couple of floaties in there, but that's fine.
Like I always say to people that sort of go, oh, no, English beers are a bit too rich and all that sort of thing. No, man, it's actually a secret favourite of mine.
Yeah, yeah, it's not bad. It's got measuring it on the tilt, I measured down to 1020, so 1.020, and then when I measured it on the actual proper glass gravity reading, it came down to 1.020. So people are saying to me that the tilt wasn't accurate, and I tell you what, it was spot on.
Behind gravity, feel like.
Yeah. So it started off at 1069.
You said it's a thick beer. You can actually see, like, it's a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
You can see it working, and it looks thick because the carbonation's going up.
I wonder if you can see that in the
Yeah, I
camera.
don't know. It's a bit... But you can kind of see the...
You can see the carbonation.
Yeah, and it kind of rises really slowly. But
I'll put that right in the medium level of all carbonation. It's not fizzy at all, but it's not flat at all. It's just...
Well, when I carbonate it, I'll do it until I like the carbonation, and then I'll turn it off in the kegerator.
You got a personal favourite?
Yeah, I don't.
Carbonation.
Yeah, well, this sort of thicker stuff, the carbonation ruins it, I think. I had a Guinness double stout, and it had way too much carbonation in it. It was a commercial beer. When you shake the bottle up, and get that carbonation out, it tastes 10 times better. Carbonation ruins beers as well as makes it nice as well.
Yeah, it does. Well, any of your English followers will tell you that too, because one thing they don't like about Australian beer, it's too carbonated.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had cousins come over from England, because I was born over there, as you know, and take them out, try different types of beers and stuff like that. They're like, oh, too gassy, too gassy, too gassy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? So when it came down to home brews, same thing, not overly carbonated, loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. No, like
Now, can you smell or taste the mosaic? I can tell you, I can't taste the citrusy flavour of it or anything like that.
No, I was wondering that, because I wasn't getting that at all.
My experience with mosaic hops was just from our local brewery up here up the road, Goodland Brewery, and never really experienced before that, so it's got to get me taste and nose back on it again.
Yeah, I can smell a definite caramel smell coming through.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The
Yeah. That's
mosaic
what I
you're
said. It
talking
was like,
about, from what I can remember, yes, it's there.
Yep.
But I wouldn't say it as strong as your Goodland, say, set brewers.
Oh yeah.
So, this is definitely just something that tastes like it's just been steeped, taken out, done, sort of thing.
Yeah.
unlike sometimes
It's
with
pretty
too
much.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't get recommended too much hops all the time.
Oh,
You must make some mistake with too much hops.
you can do that.
Yeah,
And you get a good hop burn, it won't go away.
There was one that was absolutely undrinkable. I don't know how you drank it.
Yes, actually, and I know the one Karen's talking about. It's called Two Different Regional Hops, and something I totally forgot how to use because I took a break for 7-8 years brewing. And when you're doing a hops from Australia and like a hops from Germany, people get a bit creative sometimes. I highly recommend stick to something that's the same region. You can do two hops at the same time if you want it. People even do tri hops. Take it from the same place. You know, if it's from Germany,
Yeah, that
stick to
makes sense,
Germany.
yeah.
If you're from Australia, stick to Australia. That sort of thing. Yeah. Mind you, do what you want. You know how brewing goes. Brew what you want. But I just found it always tastes better when you go to the same region of hops.
So I'll give you guys a bit of a backstory. I know Karen from when I was a kid, basically. Took me and her cousin under her wing most of the time and kept us off the streets and introduced us to music and everything else, the same as her uncle and her cousin's dad.
The time you and my cousin got really, really sick on drinking green home brew. I warned you, but nope.
Everyone's got to have a starter kit.
You got to have, yeah.
Yeah,
that's it.
starter kit. I was kind of amazed that you got back into it when you said, "Oh, what have you been doing?" I've only been doing it for 30 years or something like that. And you were, as usual, kids going to school, I think, at the time. And
No, I grew up. Basically, it became attractive when they started having flavour that actually became appealing. So I started discovering beer flavours and thought, wow, hang on, these are craft beers are a lot different than VB and Carlton Draft and all that. You grab a craft beer and you go, it's actually worth drinking.
Yeah.
And you go, got to do it. I've got to start making stuff like this.
That's what like certain pubs, like, I'm not much of a beer drink anymore for that reason. I drink homebrew, but go to the pubs and that, and it's just like, no.
Yeah, I threw myself into my home brewing over 2 reasons. At one point when I was about 17, getting near 18, as we all can't wait to get our ID.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get my ID so I can go buy a home brew kit. And then there's the other point in time where I was about 23, 24, living in the flat by myself, and I just threw myself straight into any hobby I could. When you're out doing garden maintenance work and all that for, 8 hours a day, too tired when you come home to even go up to a bottle shop to get whatever you need. So I just started staying at home and brewing my own beer.
Beer prices and alcohol prices, they're going up and up and up too. So
It's
doing it yourself. Yeah.
Well, even when you're getting the, what is it, the what do you call it, the
Extracts?
Yeah, when you're getting the extract. You're looking now, they're like over $20. But back in the day when I started, they were $5.
Yeah, that's right. We used to have...
They were $5 and you got like the slab of long necks or something.
And you say there's some grains, because any grain's fermentable. Some grain, you can go out and get a sack from the farm stock supply joint, and if you know which grain.
No, we used to do the same. We used to go to Horseland and stuff like that to get molasses and our caramels and like all our malts and stuff like that.
Molasses for rum.
Especially if you're in a moonshine, I mean, that'll go through anything.
Well, actually, if you like licorice, you want to try ouzo and molasses. It's a laxative, but it tastes great if you like licorice. Yeah.
Guys, I would like to thank Karen and Breno for taking the time to come and taste this beer, and it actually came out really nice. It was very tasty. It has a creamy, caramelly taste, a very bitter taste as well on the tongue. It is quite sweet, and the coconut does come through really nicely. It's not bad. Can do a bit of a tweak here and there. The bitterness, I think I need to reduce the bitterness to make it more dessertish, which I can do. Just won't bitter the mosaic when I do it. That's the next time. I am going to make this again, and I'm going to try other tricks to make it better, but it's really good as it is. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thanks for supporting this channel on Patreon. We can't do this without Patreon. It really is a lifeline for this channel. And cheers, guys. Thanks for watching this strange and different kind of video. Have a great one. See you in the next one. Cheers.